Everything is about to change at Heartland. Amy is standing at a crossroads and Lindy is stepping into the spotlight. Season 19 is not just another chapter, it could be the beginning of something completely new. Season 18 of Heartland left fans with a mix of warmth and wonder. It was a season full of quiet moments, deep emotions, and big hints about the future. Amy Fleming continued her journey of healing, strength, and finding her place again, not just as a mother, but as someone rebuilding her life after so much loss. Since losing Amy has been strong for everyone else, but in season 18, we saw her start to focus on herself again. She wasn't just surviving, she was starting to grow, and maybe even smile for real. Amy spent a lot of time reconnecting with the things that matter most. Her family, and especially her daughter, Lindy. There were moments where we saw flashes of the old Amy, full of fire, passion, and heart. But there were also moments of doubt. Should she open her heart again? Should she let someone new into her life? These questions weren't answered yet, but they were asked, and that's important, because Heartland has always been about emotional truth, and Amy's slow return to happiness felt honest and real. And then there's Lindy. In season 18, Lindy wasn't just a little girl running in the background. She was starting to have her own scenes, her own small moments that told us this child is growing up fast. We saw her curious, brave, and connected deeply with the horses, just like Amy was when she was young. One of the most touching parts of season 18 was watching Lindy learn how to ride. It wasn't just about the horses, it was about family legacy. It was about passing down something important from one generation to the next. By the end of the season, it became clear Lindy isn't just Amy's daughter, she's becoming a central part of the story. And fans noticed all across social media. Viewers talked about how Lindy reminded them of young Amy from the early seasons. Her bond with horses, her fearless spirit, and the way she lights up the screen, all of it pointed to something bigger coming for her. The rest of the family also had big moments. Lou continued to juggle her job and personal life, always trying to balance being a leader and a mother. Tim had his ups and downs, as usual, but his heart was in the right place. Jack was the anchor, the calm in the storm, offering his wisdom and warmth like always. Katie had her own quiet moments of growth, too, though not as much focus as fans might have wanted. Still, every character had a role in shaping the emotional landscape of the season. But what really stood out in season 18 was the feeling of transition. It wasn't just another season, it felt like the show was preparing us for something new. Amy's healing, Lindy's growth, and the family's shifting dynamics all pointed in the same direction. Change is coming. And not the kind of change that breaks the story, the kind that pushes it forward. There were also a few key scenes that left fans asking big questions. For example, when Amy was seen having deeper conversations with someone who might become more than just a friend, was this a setup for a new love interest in season 19? And when Lindy showed that spark with the horses, she'll be stepping into her mother's footsteps already? The show didn't give answers, but it left just enough clues to keep fans guessing. And of course, the final scenes of the season were quiet but powerful. A sunset over the ranch, Amy watching Lindy ride, a deep sense that something had come full circle and that something new was beginning. That kind of storytelling is what Heartland does best. It doesn't shout, speaks softly, with heart. And season 18 ended with just enough emotion and mystery to make the wait for season 19 feel even longer. This recap matters because it sets the stage for everything we'll see next. Without understanding where Amy and Lindy ended last season, it's hard to understand how big the changes in season 19 might be. It's not just about plot, it's about emotional growth. It's about what's next for a mother and daughter who have already been through so much. Coming up next, we'll go deep into what's confirmed and what's rumored for season 19. What's next for Amy? How big is Lindy's role going to be? And what surprises might be waiting when the new season finally arrives?